Hey guys, I woke up this morning and it's snowing again. It's the end of March. March comes in like a lion, it's supposed to leave like a lamb, and it's not. It's coming in like a lion, it's leaving like a lion. Ah! I saw this meme on Facebook the other day that said, snow on March 28th is awesome. Snow on, whoops, so back up. Wrong. Snow on December 28th is awesome. Snow on March 28th is not. It's not. I was at an exercise class yesterday, and the instructor's like, we just need a little bit of sunshine. And I'm like, we don't need a little bit of sunshine. We need a lot of sunshine. I just feel like my body is just like wilting like a flower. I can feel that little child inside of me just having a fit, thinking, I just don't want to go through snow anymore. And I'm in Utah. We're getting a lot of snow. We have a lot of snow. It's not that we don't need it. We do. And I understand that if all of a sudden it started getting sunny and melted, it would cause a lot of mess. I get that. I understand that consciously. But subconsciously, man, that little child is like, just let me get out and get where the sun is. That's what I'm wanting. Please give me sunshine. Right? I was holding my grandbaby. She's a year. And I always can tell when she needs something. When she gets tired, I give her a bottle and a binky and a blankie. And I gave her that blankie and I just watched her just like soak into this blankie, like, with it up next to her face. And I could just tell that it was just filling that need that she needed. And with her bottle and her binky, she fell asleep. That's why she's not in my arms. And I thought to myself, are we any different than my little grandbaby? Because we're grown adults. No, we're not. And when we follow our feelings tell us that there's something that we need, that we're missing. Now, it may not be a bottle or a binky. Now, sometimes it could really be a blankie, right? A nice, snuggly, soft blankie. Oh, sometimes that is what we need. But we're looking for something to give us comfort, reward, or numbing. What that looks like to me. I can always tell when my endorphins are low. If I follow my feelings of my endorphins make us happy, right? When my endorphins are low, I'm looking for something. Maybe it is comfort. Maybe it is sugar or chocolate or some type of comfort food like pizza, mashed potatoes, gravy. Or maybe, you know what? I want to reward myself and I want to go shopping and buy random things. And then I go shopping and it feels those endorphins, which feels great. Then I go home and I go, I really don't need all this. So I take it all back and it feels just as good to take it back and get my money back. Just kind of crazy when you think about it. Or maybe it's numbing out. I'm just going to, we're going to binge watch Netflix, or I'm going to scroll through social media. Something that just makes life look a little bit brighter, a little bit happier. Now, I tell my clients that when people ask me, how do I know what I need? Because the neurotransmitters are your happy, calm, feel good chemicals. And when they're firing, they're amazing. But when they're not, there's a depletion, right? And that's when it could be lack of energy. It could be lack of sleep. It could be stress, physical stress. It could be winter blues, which feels like winter's been here for a million years right now. So winter blues is a real thing. The easiest thing is it's following your feelings. You know when you feel good and you know when you don't. And when you can hone in on that feeling, what is that feeling that your body is saying that you need to feel better? When you're looking for something to feel better, that means that your brain is saying, I need something to feed me. I need something, and I know I want something to make me feel better, right? For example, if it is winter blues and you're like your serotonin is low, could be afternoon and evening cravings, could be feelings of anxious, anxiety, depression, worry, not wanting to go out and get around people, social feelings. That's the case, then you're going to want to feed the brain what the brain needs. 5-HTP, positive mind, tryptophan, positive sleep. If it's energy, I just need some energy, some focus, some drive, could be that the dopamine is low. Feeding the dopamine, L-tyrosine, energy booster, make a big difference. When the endorphins are low, feeding the brain, DLPA happy, makes life look a little bit brighter, gives you a little bit of energy. GABA, when your GABA is low, it's when you physically feel like, uptight, overstressed, can't calm down, like not in the stomach, right? Feeling, even happens to children, right? By feeding GABA chill, just helps bring you back down. Yeah, it's amazing that when we feed the brain what the brain needs, that those feelings start to go down, the cravings start to go down, it can start to feel good. That's the really cool thing about it, right? So you can learn about this stuff in my book, Feed Your Brain, Change Your Life. Take control of your brain, body, emotions. Yep. Or if you know Spanish, it says alimenta tu cerebro, cambia tu vida. Same thing as this. So if you wonder what it says, that's what it says. But you can get those on Amazon. And again, it gives you a little bit of understanding on how the neurotransmitters in the brain fire, what the brain needs when the neurotransmitters become depleted. I mean, it could be, for example, I've noticed that my endorphins have been low lately, along with serotonin for winter blues. And I find myself, when mine get low, I find myself being more emotional. How do I know this? Well, I've had 2 instances lately that really came to my head that, wait a minute, my endorphins need some help. I need to take care of myself. I need some self-care. I have been working on my taxes to get them to my friend who is also my accountant. Yes, I am late. It's business. And luckily there's something called an extension. Well, I thought I was going to be ahead of things. So I used the QuickBooks, and in December, right, first part of January, I got my taxes, all done, which is not normal for me. I was like, I'm going to be on top of it. Well, QuickBooks came out and they had a software update. And if I didn't update, I was not going to be able to download my bank information. Well, I sent my my stuff to my accountant for 20. Let's see. When was it? Yeah, I sent my stuff to her for 2021, so she had that. But when it came to 2022, I bought this new software program and I bought a new computer kind of at the same time. Well, when I set up the computer and I added the new software to the computer, I didn't know that my files would no longer be read. I'm sure there's a way I get it. I'm sure that it wasn't QuickBooks that didn't understand things. That's probably me. But I couldn't get it to work. And then my accountant file from 2021, also, I couldn't get that to work because it just wouldn't. And I was so frustrated because what that meant, guys, is I had to do a whole year of my books in QuickBooks from January 2022 to December 2022. And I was frustrated. And I was like, just don't want to do this. There's other things I'd rather do, and this is not it. I was so frustrated. And I went and met with my friend, my accountant, and I actually started crying because I'm like, I just felt so drained, and I could feel, right? I mean, when I get frustrated, a lot of times it is because I'm missing something. I haven't taken care of myself. I've been running like crazy. I've been sleeping, and That's how I felt. And at that moment, I just needed a friend. And just by her there to listen to me made a huge difference, because it made it so like I knew that I could really handle it. And yeah, it's really cool. I got them all done. They look really nice. Get ready to send them to them. The other thing is I was having trouble with my emails. I couldn't get my emails to work. I thought I would send them out, done everything I thought was right. And then I didn't even know, but 5 days later, when the client who didn't get the email contacted me and said, "Why didn't you send it to me?" And I said, "I did." Well, I went back and there was like 5 of them that hadn't been sent. And I was so frustrated again, because I'm like, I'm doing all this work, I'm tired, and I want to get this to work so I can help my clients. And I reached out to my tech guy who's helping me, and I just, again, start crying. And I'm like, this isn't really something to cry over. It's okay to be frustrated. It's not the end of the world. and I know at that point that there was a lot more going on than just that my emails were not working. So I came back and started doing what I should have been doing for the last few days, and that is taking my own amino acids. So even today, I was like, you know what? I'm not in the mood to take some capsules. So I took a cup and I put all of them in that I normally take. I took some DLPA for my endorphins. I took a 5-HTP and a tryptophan because they can help each other for my serotonin. I took some tyrosine for my energy. I took some glutamine to keep my blood sugar up, and I opened them up. And on the ones I couldn't just pull apart, I just took some scissors, kind of dumped them in there. And I put some orange juice in and some water, kind of mixed them up, put them in my mouth, and swallowed it, because I'm like, I'm not in the mood to wait for these to, even the 15, 20 minutes it takes for them to work. I'm not in the mood to wait. And so I just did that, mixed them all up, and I swallowed them. And I feel great. It's still snowing. And I still have emails to send out. And now I'm going to work on my other taxes so I can get them all to my friend. So it's not like it took away some of those things that to get done. It just makes it so that I can weather the storm, whether it's a storm that's outside or whether it's a storm in here that needs to be taken care of. It's Feed Your Brain Friday, guys. Feed your brain what it needs, brain food, and it may not need all the other things. And maybe it's as simple as having a friend that can hear you and see you, give you a hug, which made a difference in me. Going outside, when you get that little bit of sunshine, go for a walk or a run. Just turn on some music to lift up. Maybe it's taking a nap. It could be just as simple as that. Or maybe it's hanging out with a little child who they laugh and smile a lot. Listen to what your body needs. Listen to those feelings. And those listening, it can make a difference. All right, guys. Make it a fabulous day. Like I said, Shelly Jo with Shelly Jo Hypno-Aminos, also known as Amino Acid Lady. Life matters. Your life matters. Keep smiling. Mwah. See ya. Bye.